the science of wrinkle formation, understanding different types. Before we delve deeper into sleep wrinkles, it's essential to understand the fundamental types of facial wrinkles and how they develop. Broadly speaking, facial wrinkles can be categorized into three primary types, each with different causes and characteristics. The first category is dynamic expression wrinkles, which form perpendicular to muscle movement. These include smile lines around the eyes, crow's feet, forehead lines from raising eyebrows, and the vertical furrows between eyebrows from frowning, initially appearing only during facial expressions. These lines eventually become permanent as collagen and elastin fibers break down over time. Dynamic wrinkles follow predictable patterns based on facial musculature and typically appear symmetrically on both sides of the face. The second category is static wrinkles, primarily caused by photoaging from cumulative sun exposure, environmental factors, and natural aging processes. These wrinkles result from the gradual degradation of dermal proteins and can appear regardless of facial expressions or sleep positions. They typically present as an overall thinning and crepiness of the skin rather than distinct line patterns. The third category and our focus today is mechanical or compression wrinkles, which form from consistent physical pressure on the skin. Sleep wrinkles fall predominantly into this category, created by the compression forces when facial skin is pressed against pillows for extended periods night after night. How sleep positions create distinctive wrinkle patterns. When you sleep on your side or stomach, your face encounters significant mechanical pressure as it presses against your pillow. This pressure isn't evenly distributed, rather it concentrates on specific facial regions based on your anatomy and preferred sleeping position. The resulting forces create distinct distortion patterns that, over time, manifest as persistent wrinkles. Picture this scenario: when you sleep on your side, the weight of your head's approximately 10-11 pounds creates compression forces that displace facial tissues. This displacement forces the skin to bunch and fold in directions that differ significantly from those created by natural facial movements. While expression lines typically form perpendicular to muscle fiber orientation, sleep wrinkles often appear at oblique or parallel angles to these fibers. For instance, side sleepers frequently develop diagonal wrinkles across their cheeks and chin, while stomach sleepers who bury their face in pillows may develop more horizontal lines across the forehead and vertical lines along the sides of the nose and mouth. These mechanical forces affect not just the epidermis, but also compress the underlying facial fat pads and distort deeper tissue layers, accelerating volume loss in these areas. What makes sleep wrinkles particularly problematic is that they often intersect with and compound the appearance of expression wrinkles, creating complex cross-hatching patterns that prove especially difficult to treat with standard interventions. The anatomical basis of sleep wrinkles. Mapping the patterns, let's examine more specifically how these wrinkles form by mapping the typical patterns associated with different sleep positions. Understanding these patterns can help you identify whether your facial lines are primarily related to sleep habits or other factors. Side sleepers typically develop a characteristic pattern of vertical wrinkles on the cheeks and chin of the downward-facing side. These wrinkles run perpendicular to the smile lines that radiate from the corner of the mouth, creating a distinct cross-hatching effect that's rarely seen in individuals who sleep predominantly on their backs. Additionally, side sleepers often develop a deeper nasolabial fold, at the line running from the corner of the nose to the mouth, on the side they favor during sleep. Stomach sleepers who press their face directly into the pillow develop even more pronounced compression wrinkles. These often include horizontal lines across the forehead that intersect with expression lines, vertical wrinkles that extend downward from the corners of the eyes, and distinctive lines around the mouth that differ from typical smile lines. Many stomach sleepers also develop a permanent crease across the chin or jawline from the edge of the pillow pressing against these areas. The clinical distinction between sleep wrinkles and expression wrinkles becomes most apparent when examining facial asymmetry. Sleep wrinkles tend to be more pronounced on the favored sleeping side. Research evidence of what clinical studies reveal about sleep wrinkles. The relationship between sleep positions and facial wrinkles isn't merely anecdotal. It's supported by compelling scientific research. A landmark study published in the Aesthetic Surgery Journal analyzed the facial wrinkle patterns of 195 subjects and found distinctive differences between patterns observed in side stomach sleepers versus back sleepers of comparable ages. Dr. Gozal Anson, a leading plastic surgeon who has extensively researched this phenomenon, documented that side and stomach sleepers demonstrated significantly more vertical wrinkles on the cheeks and forehead compared to back sleepers. Her research team used advanced 3D imaging technology to quantify these differences, finding that the total wrinkle volume was approximately 24% greater on the dominant sleeping side compared to the non-dominant side in consistent side sleepers. Another compelling study from the University of Milan tracked 300 women over a 10-year period, regularly documenting their sleep habits and facial changes. Researchers discovered that consistent side sleepers showed accelerated formation of cheek wrinkles on their preferred side, with measurable differences becoming apparent by age 38-42. By contrast, predominantly back sleepers maintained more symmetrical facial aging patterns and showed delayed onset of certain wrinkle types by an average of 3.8 years compared to side or stomach sleepers. These findings have profound implications for how we understand facial aging processes and develop preventative strategies. Case study: the visible evidence of sleep-induced wrinkles. The impact of sleep positions on facial wrinkles becomes strikingly apparent when examining real-world cases. Consider Elizabeth, a 47-year-old patient who consulted me about the asymmetrical aging of her face. As a dedicated right-side sleeper for decades, the difference between the two sides of her face was remarkable visible evidence of how sleep patterns affect skin aging. Elizabeth's right cheek showed pronounced vertical wrinkles that intersected with her smile lines, creating a distinctive cross-hatched pattern. Her right nasolabial fold was significantly deeper than her left, and she had developed a subtle flattening of the right cheek that contributed to an overall asymmetry. When we analyzed her sleep patterns, it became clear that years of right-side sleeping had compressed the facial tissues on that side, accelerating collagen breakdown, and creating mechanical wrinkles that weren't present on her left side. Using advanced facial imaging techniques, we document a 37% increase in wrinkle depth and a 28% increase in overall wrinkle surface area on her right side compared to her left. The pattern of these wrinkles distinctly matched the compression patterns typical of side sleeping, running at angles that differed from normal expression lines. This case vividly illustrates how sleep position creates visible, measurable differences in facial aging that can't be attributed to other factors. The distinct nature of sleep wrinkles versus expression lines. To better understand how sleep wrinkles differ from expression wrinkles, let's compare their characteristics more systematically. This distinction is crucial because the treatment approaches for each type vary significantly, and misidentifying the root cause can lead to ineffective interventions. Expression wrinkles, depicted in blue in our anatomical illustrations, form perpendicular to muscle fiber orientation. For example, the orbicularis oculi muscle around the eyes creates crow's feet that radiate outward when you smile, while the frontalis muscle in the forehead creates horizontal lines when you raise your eyebrows. These wrinkles initially appear only during active facial expressions, but eventually become permanently etched into the skin through repetitive movement over decades. Sleep wrinkles, highlighted in red in our illustrations, don't follow this predictable muscle-based pattern. Instead, they form in response to mechanical compression forces, often appearing at oblique angles that contradict normal facial structure. They frequently create unusual patterns such as vertical or diagonal lines across the cheeks, oblique wrinkles near the eyes, and asymmetrical creases that are more pronounced on one side of the face. The most telling sign of sleep wrinkles is their asymmetry. They typically appear more prominently on your favored sleeping side and create patterns that cannot be recreated through any facial expression. Prevention strategies modifying sleep habits for youthful skin. Now that we understand how sleep positions contribute to facial wrinkles, let's explore practical prevention strategies. While completely changing long-established sleep habits can be challenging, even partial modifications can significantly reduce the formation of sleep wrinkles. The most effective prevention strategy is training yourself to sleep on your back. This position eliminates direct pressure on facial skin and distributes weight evenly across the back of the head. Of course, maintaining this position throughout the night can be difficult, especially if you've been a side or stomach sleeper for decades. Start by consciously positioning yourself on your back when first going to bed, as this initial position influences your predominant sleeping posture throughout the night. Special pillows designed for back sleeping can help maintain proper position. These include cervical pillows that support the natural curve of your neck, pillows with side bolsters that discourage rolling onto your face, and U-shaped travel pillows that can be repurposed for nighttime use. Some specialized anti-wrinkle pillows feature silky, slippery surfaces and contoured shapes specifically designed to minimize skin compression even if you do shift to your side. For committed side sleepers who struggle to change positions, silk or satin pillowcases offer a good alternative. Their smooth surface creates less friction and compression on facial skin compared to cotton, potentially reducing the formation of sleep wrinkles while providing better hygienic conditions for skin. Pillow technology's innovations for wrinkle prevention. The growing awareness of sleep wrinkles has sparked innovation in pillow design, with several new technologies specifically engineered to minimize facial compression during sleep. These specialized solutions offer options for those who find it difficult to change their sleep position entirely. Juvrest, the sleep wrinkle pillow, developed by a plastic surgeon, features a unique design with cut areas that minimize facial contact while supporting the head and neck. Its ergonomic shape allows side sleepers to position their face in ways that reduce compression on wrinkle-prone areas. Clinical evaluations of this pillow show reduced morning sleep lines compared to conventional pillows. Another innovation is the copper-infused compression pillow, which combines reduced facial pressure with the potential skin benefits of copper ions. Preliminary studies suggest copper may support collagen and elastin production, potentially offering a dual benefit for skin concerned with wrinkle prevention. For stomach sleepers, specialized face-down pillows with central breathing tunnels allow for comfortable breathing while distributing pressure more evenly across the forehead and cheeks rather than concentrating it on specific areas. While not eliminating compression entirely, these designs at least reduce the concentrated pressure that leads to distinct wrinkle formation. It's worth noting that any specialized pillow requires an adjustment period. Consistency is key. Using these products occasionally won't yield significant benefits. Most manufacturers recommend a 2-week adaptation period before expecting comfortable sleep and eventual wrinkle prevention benefits. Addressing existing sleep wrinkles treatment options. For those who already have established sleep wrinkles, prevention strategies alone won't reverse existing damage. However, several treatment approaches can help diminish these lines and restore a more symmetrical appearance. The key is recognizing that sleep wrinkles often require different treatment approaches than expression wrinkles. Traditional neurotoxin treatments like Botox do that work well for expression wrinkles by temporarily paralyzing underlying muscles are generally less effective for sleep wrinkles, since these aren't primarily caused by muscle movement. Instead, dermal fillers often provide better results for sleep wrinkles by restoring volume loss and supporting the skin from within. Hyaluronic acid fillers are particularly effective for addressing the vertical cheek lines typical of side sleepers. For more established sleep wrinkles, energy-based treatments like radiofrequency, ultrasound therapy, or fractional laser resurfacing may be necessary. These technologies stimulate collagen remodeling at deeper levels, helping to rebuild the structural support that has been compromised by years of compression. Multiple sessions are typically required for optimal results, followed by maintenance treatments. Topical treatments containing retinoids, peptides, and growth factors can complement these procedures by stimulating cellular turnover and supporting collagen production. However, patients should maintain realistic expectations. While these treatments can significantly improve sleep wrinkles, they rarely eliminate them completely without addressing the underlying cause. Comprehensive approach. Lifestyle factors beyond sleep position. While sleep position is a significant factor in wrinkle formation, a comprehensive approach to facial aging must address multiple contributing factors. This holistic perspective helps ensure that all aspects of skin health are supported while addressing sleep-related concerns. Sun protection remains paramount in any anti-aging strategy. The ultraviolet radiation in sunlight accelerates collagen breakdown and elastin degradation, exacerbating all types of wrinkles, including those initiated by sleep compression. Daily use of broad SPF 30 sunscreen, even on cloudy days, is essential for protecting skin integrity and preventing the deepening of existing sleep wrinkles. Stress management also plays a crucial role in skin health and aging. Chronic stress triggers inflammatory pathways and increases cortisol production, which can accelerate collagen breakdown. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, and adequate sleep quality and not just position can help mitigate these effects. In fact, studies suggest that poor sleep quality, regardless of position, can accelerate skin aging through hormonal and inflammatory mechanisms. Dietary factors significantly impact skin resilience as well. A diet rich in antioxidants, essential fatty acids, and adequate hydration supports optimal skin function. Foods high in vitamin 100 support collagen synthesis, while omega-3 fatty acids help maintain skin barrier function and reduce inflammation that contributes to accelerated aging. The emotional dimension. Skin aging and psychological well-being. Beyond the physical aspects of wrinkle formation, we should acknowledge the psychological impact of facial aging. Many patients report that asymmetrical aging caused by sleep wrinkles affects their self-perception and confidence more significantly than symmetrical aging patterns, which they view as more natural. Jennifer, a 50-year-old professor I treated for pronounced sleep wrinkles on her right cheek, shared that she had become increasingly self-conscious about photographs taken from her right side. I found myself always turning my left side to the camera, she explained. It wasn't just vanity, I felt like my right side didn't really look like anymore. This perception is supported by psychological research showing that facial symmetry plays a significant role in self-recognition and identity. When sleep wrinkles create noticeable asymmetry, they can impact not just how others perceive us, but how we perceive ourselves. By understanding and addressing sleep wrinkles, we not only improve physical appearance, but potentially support psychological well-being and self-image. The good news is that with increased awareness of how sleep positions affect facial aging, patients can take proactive steps at any age. Even those who already have established sleep wrinkles can benefit from changing their sleep habits to prevent further progression while pursuing appropriate treatments for existing lines. Early intervention. The importance of preventative approaches. One of the most important messages I emphasize to younger patients is the value of early intervention. While someone in their 20s or 30s might not yet see visible sleep wrinkles, prevention during these decades can dramatically affect how their skin ages in later years. Consider two identical twins with different sleep habits. If one sleeps predominantly on their back while the other sleeps on their side or stomach, by age 50, they will likely show noticeably different patterns of facial aging despite sharing identical genetics. This difference becomes even more pronounced by their 60s and 70s, when the cumulative effects of decades of sleep compression become fully apparent. For younger individuals, developing back sleeping habits early can be one of the most effective and cost-free anti-aging strategies available. Unlike expensive creams or treatments, changing sleep position costs nothing yet potentially yields significant long-term benefits for skin appearance. This approach exemplifies the principle that prevention is invariably more effective and economical than correction. For parents, this knowledge also offers an opportunity to help children develop sleep habits that will benefit their skin health throughout life. While aesthetic concerns aren't relevant for children, establishing back sleeping patterns early in life makes maintaining this beneficial habit much easier in adulthood. Conclusion. Balanced perspective on sleep and skin health. As we conclude our exploration of how sleep positions affect facial wrinkles, it's important to maintain perspective. While the evidence clearly shows that side and stomach sleeping can accelerate certain aspects of facial aging, this knowledge should inform, not alarm us. Quality sleep remains essential for overall health, including skin health. If attempts to change sleep position significantly disrupt your sleep quality or duration, the negative effects may outweigh the potential benefits for your skin. A balanced approach might involve using wrinkle-preventing pillows or pillowcases while maintaining your preferred sleep position, rather than sacrificing restful sleep altogether. Remember that facial aging results from multiple factors beyond sleep position. Genetics, sun exposure, diet, stress, and overall health all play significant roles. A comprehensive approach addressing all these factors will yield the best results for maintaining youthful skin throughout life. The next time you notice distinctive wrinkle patterns or asymmetry in your facial lines, consider how your sleep habits might be contributing. Small, consistent changes to sleep position, combined with appropriate skincare and occasional professional treatments when needed, can help preserve your skin's youthful appearance for years to come. If you found this information helpful, please share it with friends who might benefit. For personalized advice about your specific concerns, consider consulting with a board-certified dermatologist or facial plastic surgeon who can evaluate your unique patterns of facial aging and recommend tailored interventions. Together, we can work toward maintaining healthy, youthful skin while enjoying the restorative benefits of quality sleep.